I guarantee you that at some point, everything's gonna go south on you.
Ready?
And you're gonna say, this is it. This is how I end.
Commander, Mark is dead. We have to go now.
Now you can either accept that, or you can get to work.
Martian is directed by Ridley Scott and stars Matt Damon and just about everybody else. Matt Damon plays Mark Watney, an astronaut and a scientist, and while he and his team are on Mars, a strong storm comes and causes them to make an emergency trip home. During the storm, Watney's hit by debris and everybody thinks he's dead, so they leave him. But here's the thing, he's not. Now he needs to figure out how to communicate and survive using just his own brain. I love Ridley Scott, and Alien and Gladiator are two of my favorite movies, but I really haven't loved a movie by Ridley Scott since American Gangster. When I first heard about The Martian, the first thing I thought was Matt Damon, Jessica Chastain, space, it's Interstellar all over again. But it's not. It's a completely different movie. If you saw the trailer and thought that it gave everything away, it really didn't. I didn't read the book, so I came in blind, and he was already shown communicating and what happened, how he got on Mars, and I thought, oh no, the movie's spoiled. But it's not.
This will come as quite a shock to my crewmates. And to NASA. And to the entire world. But I'm still alive. Surprise.
First of all, the plot is way deeper than the trailer gives away. You see Matt Damon go through all of these things that he has to overcome, and every bit of it is riveting. Also, the parts that take place at home, on Earth, also just as riveting. Also, when they show Matt Damon's team on the way home from Mars to Earth, also very, very interesting. A lot of beautiful character development going on there, and a ton of character development goes on Mars, where Matt Damon is, and you also learn a ton about the characters at home in NASA. Now, the foundation for every movie is the plot, and this movie has a beautiful plot. One of the best plots I've seen in a very long time, always kept me interested, there was never a dull moment, it was just fantastic. Also, Matt Damon's performance. He does a very good job, and this movie is actually hilarious. One of the funniest movies I've seen all year, but it's not always hilarious. Matt Damon does a very good job. His delivery is on point, especially with the funny scenes, but there are also scenes where it needs to be more serious. Scenes like the start where Matt Damon is trapped on Mars, and he needs to go through a tremendous amount of pain to be able to live. Also, the scenes where things go wrong, not always funny, but Matt Damon does a very good job. He displays both the agony and the better side of it.
Mark Watney's still alive.
Woo! In your face, Neil Armstrong.
There must be some kind of way out of here.
Okay, so let's do the math. I have enough food to last for 50 days.
He's going to starve to death long before we can help.
There's too much.
So, I'm gonna have to science the shit out of this. He's 50 million miles away from home. He's totally alone. What the hell is he thinking right now?
I am the greatest botanist on this planet.
Matt Damon wasn't the only one who gave a great performance in the movie. I really loved all the performances, all of the crew members from Matt Damon's team, everybody back home at NASA, two people that I really didn't know were in the movie, Kristen Wiig and Donald Glover. Both I've seen as very good comedic actors, Kristen Wiig on Saturday Night Live and Donald Glover on Community, and I thought, uh-oh, I don't know if this is gonna work. Both did a very good job, and I was really happy to see that. Chiwetel Ejiofor gave a great performance, especially after 12 Years a Slave. Jessica Chastain was great, Jeff Daniels was great, Michael Pena was great, the entire supporting cast was just really, really good. It was tons of great performances. I also want to talk about the visuals a little bit. Mars seems to be this dead place, but it's really not this dead place. It's actually a really beautiful place. It's a good looking place with great cinematography, and Ridley Scott does a great job of portraying this place that Matt Damon is stuck on. It should be a dark place because nothing grows there. But it's not always a dark place, and Matt Damon always tries to see the good in things, and that brings exceptional tone to the movies. The movie is dark when it needs to be, and it's also very comical when it needs to be. From a comedic standpoint, I'd have to say this is one of the funniest movies of the year. Matt Damon does a great job delivering the funny lines, and they all hit hard. Everybody in the theater is always laughing, and every line is so perfectly written.
NASA rejected the mission.
So, if we do this,
We're talking mutiny. If anything goes wrong, we die.
Do you realize how crazy this is?
we had no other option.
The writing is also brilliant as it transitions from dark to light and back, and it constantly helps the characters grow, and it helps you learn about how the characters are. Now, like I said, I haven't loved a Ridley Scott movie since American Gangster. Prometheus was kind of like a holdover snack to keep us going, but The Martian really hits it home, and Ridley Scott is back in form. Every shot is so beautiful and unique, and you can really tell that Ridley Scott loves to do these science fiction movies, such as Alien and Prometheus, both beautiful movies. He does just the same in The Martian.
No matter what happens, tell the world, tell my family that I never stop fighting to make it home.
There were really no flat points in this movie, which I really loved. You had Matt Damon's part on Mars, and you had what was going on at home in NASA. Neither part ever lost my interest. Both parts had me the entire movie. This movie was also very smart, and I loved the science. Now, comparing it to Interstellar again, sometimes during the science of Interstellar, I had to think, does that really make sense? But during this movie, it didn't necessarily walk you through the science, but you totally understood it. Now, The Martian is an instant classic. It is a very funny science fiction movie, surrounded by great performances. I would love to see Matt Damon get an Oscar nod for this. This movie has incredible dialogue and incredible directing from Ridley Scott. He's back, and I'm going to give The Martian a perfect 10 out of 10. So did you guys see The Martian? What did you think? Let me know down in the comments. Also, let me know what your favorite Ridley Scott movie is. Alien and Gladiator are battling out for me, but I'd have to take Gladiator as my favorite. As always, please like and subscribe, and please follow me on Twitter to know when the new videos are up, and thank you for watching.